Email marketing is one of the most powerful retention marketing channels. However, you constantly need to improve and innovate with your emails, so people who are receiving your emails are opening them, reading them, engaging with them, clicking on them. In today's video, I'm demoing Zaymo tool. It's a tool which makes your email interactive. Back in the days, back in 2018, Gmail came up with a AMP technology. However, approximately only 36% of people are receiving those AMP emails. Why? Even if they are Gmail users, if they receive on Apple devices and they use Apple Mail, they don't see that AMP interactivity. So Zaymo came up with a new solution, and we'll show you right now how to do it with their co-founder Bryce, and he will show us how the tool works and some features which you can use for free today and make your emails interactive. Bryce, why AMP technology is important in email marketing, and what kind of results do you see with your clients?
Great question. Well, I'll actually change that and just say interactive emails as a whole, because AMP is only about half of that. But interactive emails are super important because you can change emails from being a notification to being a place where an actual transaction or an actual action can be taken place without leaving the email at all.
Perfect. And actually, this is what I learned from you, because I thought only Gmail have this technology, which called, I believe, AMP. But you also told me that Zaymo, your tool, is working with Apple Interactive Email. Or what's the name of that?
Yeah, well, there really is no name for it. It's something that we've built in-house.
Okay.
So it's a different framework. The difficult part here is that each email inbox provider is super fragmented in the way that they handle email code. Us as email marketers are very aware that Outlook is very strict, right?
And like,
that's where
I always see on LinkedIn, you know, those like beautiful pictures and Frankenstein, it's an Outlook.
Exactly. And so everyone kind of has different rules. Luckily in 2020 or 2019, Gmail and Yahoo, the section here that makes up 36% of opens, started allowing AMP, which is a third MIME part that sits on top of the email. Now, that was really exciting, but what we learned was that even though most people have @gmail.com as their domain, they're actually usually not opening it in the Gmail app. In the US, at least, about 45% of emails are opened in the Apple Mail client. And so AMP only gets to about a third of people. So what we did at Zaymo is we invented a framework that works in Apple Mail as well. And we kind of call the combination of these just interactive emails instead of calling it AMP. And then Outlook always gets a very graceful fallback that you get to design as the email marketer. You know, typically it's just what you would have sent otherwise.
So totally 81%. This is great. And this is true because even myself, for my personal and all my work and even non-for-profit, where I'm volunteering, we all use Gmail or G Suite, like business version. But I check all of my emails in Apple, how it's called, in like
just Mail. It's just called Mail.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you're a perfect case study here.
Yeah.
That's pretty common in the US, and that's why AMP never really took off to begin with. And why Zaymo coming in here has kind of made things different. We went from something that's kind of fun and good to use to something that's actually practical and gets most people.
Nice.
Now, I can show you an example if you'd like.
Yes, please.
So here's what our tool looks like. Let me pull up our demo account. Okay. So we integrate with Klaviyo and Shopify and all the subscription apps and the review apps, a bunch of different tools in the space to embed different actions in the email. Now, this is a super ugly template, but we'll use it as a starting place, right? Of just how to play around with it. So you start with this, and then our left panel, it works similar to the way a Klaviyo builder would work, but we just have more sophisticated blocks here. So instead of just images or text, which we also have, you can do things like add a one-click product upsell in the email, or you can add multiple products in a carousel format that you can kind of swipe through. So that kind of gives you some more flexibility there.
Okay, so you can swipe through, which is cool, which is not currently not available. But how is your buy now is different from, let's say, Klaviyo or other EMPs?
Perfect. Well, let me show you. So I'll come here and then let's select a product. Let's say I'm doing a release for our new beanie. Let's say I want to add a discount code to it. Perfect. Pre-applying a discount code in the email. And from here, I'll just show you a preview of this email actually being interactive. We'll pull it up and I can swipe through the images here. That's different. I can change the variant. So color, size, quantity, flavor. I could go maybe gray is my favorite beanie. And because of that, we can skip the PDP entirely. And
What is
for some,
PDP? Sorry, what is
the
PDP?
product description page, so the
Okay,
landing
perfect.
page. Yeah. So we can skip that entirely and actually transact here. So this scenario where it's even best is when the customer has consumer subscriptions like a Recharge or a Skio or a Stay AI. And what we can do in that scenario is since you already have a credit card on file, I can click buy now if I'm
Hmm.
subscribed to Zaymo and it's just adding it to my next upcoming order.
Oh, wow.
Really just
Okay,
truly one click.
okay, so few questions. So does those clicks or those interaction, do they count as clicks or any other interaction for Apple Mail or for Gmail or not?
Great question. So Gmail and Apple Mail, they can track those clicks, but Klaviyo does not count them as click-throughs. Klaviyo can only track the
Uh,
links. So we track them on top of it and give you a different number besides click-through rate. We give you a total engagement rate that counts
okay,
clicks
I see.
or in-email interactions.
Okay. Do you mind undo? And I'm curious to see how it looks in Apple Mail on top. I see you have a switch.
Yeah, looks
Okay,
exactly
so
the
basically,
same.
how does it look in mobile version? Because this is a desktop version. Do you have a mobile view as well or not?
Yeah, so let me pull this up. It would just stack like this,
Ah,
be a little
okay,
more
okay.
mobile friendly.
Cool. Actually, I receive a lot of emails from Google Store, and I like how they do color selection. Let's say they have like new Pixel phone or
Yes.
what I'm interested in Google Hub, and they have three colors, and below they have different colors, and I click and see how it looks. Do you have that option as well?
Not currently, but it's on our roadmap. That's not too complicated to build.
Perfect. But I see that you have a lot of other blocks. Can you kind of go over them?
Yeah.
What other options do you have?
So I'll give you actually, I'll come over here to slide. I think it's easier to visualize more quickly.
Okay.
So we have three categories of tools. One is subscription management and shopping in the email. So you just saw that. That's super powerful. Another is collecting reviews in the email. And finally, we have forms, surveys, quizzes, data collection forms in the email. And all three of these categories of tools significantly increase the conversion rate.
Hmm.
And then
Question.
finally, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, I'm like jumping back and forth, but I'm very interested about the buy one. So I do understand about the subscription, but I mean, we are like in our agency, we have probably 50-50. Some clients, 50% of them do not have the
Mhm.
subscription. But I'm curious, will it work for somebody who already purchased in the past and we try them either upsell them or sell something else? Will it make people upset because by clicking buy now, I thought that I will be redirected,
Mm,
but instead of you charge my credit card?
Great question. So I'll answer backwards. After any
Okay.
one-click action happens,
Uh-huh.
people are not upset because we have that undo button. Remember how you saw that? So you can take back the action after the fact.
Yes, yes, yes. Ah, okay.
Um, and then for people who don't have a subscription, Shopify doesn't let us access their credit cards with Shop Pay, obviously. So we can't do a one-click purchase in the email, but we can come here and their button will change and it will say go to checkout. And I can change this to black. I can have a credit or like discount code applied in the email. And when I click this button, it's going to redirect me to Shopify. Now, it's not going to work in my preview here,
So, sorry,
but this button,
this is for the new customers, correct? Where we don't have
yes, for
their
new
credit
customers.
card. Okay, perfect. Now I
So it'll
understand.
take them
Okay.
straight to it'll deep link them to the Shopify checkout page where they enter their credit card information. Again,
Amazing.
it skips the product page, it skips the landing page, and goes straight there because the email basically was the landing page. I could change my options, I could swipe through images, read the description and everything.
Perfect. And I see that you have SMS capture forms. I mean, everything. So basically, they fill up the form as many questions as you have, and they, without leaving email, they will kind of answer the. Are there any logic in the forms?
Yeah. You can have logic, you can have product recommendations based off of answers.
Wow,
Um, you
this
can
is impressive.
leave text in the email, all of that right inside the email.
So cool. Is there any way to, do you have any gamification features where people can kind of either play a game
Yes.
or something?
And Andre, this is actually completely free. So what we decided with our gamification features was we didn't want to charge for them. So for any
Wow.
agencies, freelancers, brands, come to Zaymo and you can sign up for free today. You don't even have to talk to me and you can use this for
Wow.
free. So let me show you a couple examples here.
Man,
Um,
I want to ask you, like, do you have any offer for our like watchers? I don't know, subscribers, but you just, yeah, free is always good.
there you go. So this is unlimited usage of these features. I'll show you a couple of them. One of them is we let you do effects on the open of the email. Our
Wow,
favorite is
this
this
is
confetti effect coming down.
wow, so cool.
Another is pretty simple, but image carousels. You can do more horizontal content instead of just vertical content in the email.
I would, the confetti one I will do probably for anniversary, for birthdays,
Exactly.
for like this is so cool.
We've seen it work well in like special on Black Friday. A lot of people used it for their Black Friday offer. It made, it
Nice,
really stuck
nice,
out in the inbox.
cool.
We have these little reveal products, click to reveal, or you can have these mini games where you flip around cards to see what's behind them. Maybe you could hide discount codes behind the cards or something like that.
Hold on. So is there any limitation? Let's say, just hypothetically saying, I'm
Uh-huh.
setting up this flip to reveal email and sending, let's say, to 100,000 of my subscribers.
Hmm.
Is there a cap to
No,
being free? Okay,
no, completely unlimited
nice,
usage. You could send it to, I don't know, Amazon could come and send to everybody and we'd leave it free.
nice. Do you still have your you'll probably have a banner somewhere, correct? For
Not on
Zaymo?
these gamification pieces, actually. Not at the
Oh.
moment. We may someday, but we haven't found a good classy way to put a banner on yet. With confetti, the confetti does the whole email. Maybe we'll
I
add
see.
something to the footer someday, but right now it's
But
there's no powered by Zaymo.
okay, walk me through. So let's say for Flowium, I want to send a fact with confetti to all
Hmm.
our subscribers, and we have only 6,000, or 5,000 of them, but we love them. I want to send them. So how does it work? I will build email in Zaymo, but what's happening next? Do I build the full email in Zaymo, or I build specific feature in Zaymo only?
What wonderful question. So we actually like you to keep your existing workflow. So you build the full email in Klaviyo,
Mm-hmm,
and then we have this button right here that says import emails from ESP.
mm-hmm.
I'll click that, and this actually pulls in all of your emails from Klaviyo that you've already built. So
Okay.
I could come here. Let me pull up a demo email we just had. I'll pull this in. Okay, again, pretty ugly email. Just says
Mm-hmm.
like leave your feedback here. And then from here, I can make any edits with the interactive components. So if I want to do confetti, I'll come to our effects tab, just add confetti, and then we'll export it back to Klaviyo with this button.
When you export to Klaviyo back, is it HTML that you putting there, or it's in the blocks, drag and drop blocks?
It will then become the new template will be an HTML template.
I see,
So
I see. So
you
basically,
can't you can't drag and drop after that fact, but you can use your old template and edit it and then re-export it again.
okay, I see. So basically, you need to finalize everything with the client or with your team in Klaviyo that everything looks good to you.
Hmm.
Then add this effect in Zaymo and export back in to Klaviyo to send it out.
Exactly.
So
And
cool.
here's this example. So preview, there's the confetti coming down. Kind of makes it feel a little special.
Nice. And
There you go.
other non-interactive, how will it just look like an email, right?
Yeah, so that'll be whatever you imported originally. And what normally happens, Andre, is let's pretend this is, it's asking for a form right here. The way I would build this email is this is the original email we built in Klaviyo is what Outlook is
Mm-hmm.
going to see. But then I would delete this content and instead I would just drag over this form. Oops, I dragged it to a weird spot. Let's put it right there. And now Gmail and Apple Mail are going to see this interactive form, but Outlook is going to see the original email that I imported. That got saved in the background. So Outlook still has this leave your feedback button, but all the others are going to see this form in place of that, and the confetti as
I
well, because I left that on.
I'm I'm a little bit confused. Why did you delete it and not keep it? How does it remember to keep those two blocks?
So whenever you import something from Klaviyo,
Uh-huh.
Zaymo just saves that version in the background and you can no longer edit it. It saves it as this Outlook version.
Ah, I see. I see what you're saying. Okay, it does make sense now. So
Yeah. And then in
basically,
the editor, we're only editing the interactive version in the editor.
okay, this is smart. This is smart. I mean, honestly, I wish to see the but the you can see it by clicking other non-interactive how
Yeah,
it
right
looks
here.
like. Okay, okay,
Exactly.
perfect, perfect. Anything else before we go before the oh, by the way, what is the cost of your tool? The free thing is amazing, but how much what is your pricing model? Do you charge per email sent, recipient, monthly?
Yeah, right now it's pretty modular. It actually depends on which use cases you're using. So if you're doing the shop in email, we charge
Mm,
based off of the number of Shopify orders you have, and you get unlimited usage there. Review collection, the same thing. Forms is actually a flat fee. So it's just $199 a month,
okay.
US dollars a month for unlimited usage, as many forms and surveys as you want.
Okay. And review collection is it integrated with any review platforms or how does it work?
Yes. So we integrate with, let me pull it up here on our landing page. Yotpo,
Okay.
Okendo, Judge Me.
Oh
We also
wow.
have a Junip integration. It's just not on our site yet.
Wow. Impressive. Is it public information but to get at least ballpark for the other pricing? Right.
Yes. Here, I'll pull it up right here. The It really depends on the size of the brand and how many
Mm,
orders they're
okay.
having. I can give you the best quote for our subscription if you have subscribers.
Mm,
We go off of number of active subscribers you have in Recharge or Skio or Loop or Order Groove.
okay.
And it starts at 10 cents per active subscriber per month.
Okay.
And as you scale, we drop it down actually to like 2 cents per active subscriber per month.
Oh wow. Okay.
Um,
Sounds good.
Unlimited
Is
usage.
is there anything else we need to cover today for to
I
demo
think
your
that's a
software?
great starting point. Would love to answer any questions from anybody. And again, we have this free tier. Please sign up and use it as much as you'd like.
Sure. If you have any additional questions for myself or Bryce or about the technology, please leave them under this comment. We'll check them and make sure to answer all of your questions or direct you to the right resource. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Bryce. Bye.
Thanks, Andre.
Want to discover how much money your email marketing can actually bring you? If that's the case, let our team of email marketing experts show you how. With our free email marketing audit, we'll conduct a comprehensive analysis of your email marketing efforts, provide you with an action plan, and show you how to effectively segment and convert your audience. Simply go to flowium.com/audit and book your audit today. Hey, if you're watching this and you like what you see, please hit subscribe and hit the bell because it helps us grow our channel.